your location-based services. So you're really kind of the serendipity app, if you think about it. I must say, when I tried it, it was fun. It was like just nice to know that you'd walk past somebody and it gives you a sense of people that you're in the vicinity of. Vicinity is very interesting versus location. Location is a little bit scary for people. I think you give vicinity, which is key. So I'd love to know how you've changed the product over the last 3 years and how you've kind of enhanced that USP.
Yeah, so you said right. So Happn is born based on one technology, which is the geolocation and the ability to cross paths with people and meet again. So it is a kind of second chance in life. And that's the serendipity and the destiny that we wanted to give to the people. It's a kind of a hope to meet again the people that you meet in real life. And then on Happn, what we want all start in real life. That's really the first step in the app, is really to meet someone in your daily life. So it has been a real success, and that's the biggest differentiation of Happn, that we continue to cultivate over the year. And the main change I operated in the product was, how can I keep my differentiation? How can I strengthen the crossing feature to something that is bigger, that connect people based on your area, not only crossing people, which is actually a feature based on real-time events, because this is the people you have crossed past now. So what we wanted is, and that's an icebreaker. That's a perfect icebreaker on Happn, is the people you cross paths with. Mm-hmm. And we wanted to continue to develop this historic DNA with new features that strengthen the local experience. So we came from crossing, which is real time, mm-hmm. to something bigger, given more opportunity to people, but still based on your location, because this is where you are, where you like to go, because we consider that where you go is who you are. And that's how we have continuing to develop the product and our DNA, given the user more icebreakers based mm-hmm. on your location and the place where you go, the place you like, because we consider that when you meet someone in life and you are in couple, so, or you married, or people are saying, oh, where you have met, that's the first question. Yeah. And even when you ask another question, you always start to talk about your story with the place, with where you've met. So we've met in a restaurant or in a friend's dinner. So we wanted to invest in this area to give more icebreakers to the user, but keeping the location in the hearts of Happn. Yeah, and that was not easy to find the right way to do it, because we wanted to keep the crossing, but we wanted to give more different experience, because crossing was born in 2014. So we needed also to bring another experience to our users, to keep the app modern, trendy, keep the young people using the app. So that was a big reflection, not going to somewhere where it's not our positioning. So yeah. we could have found different, I would say, different feature, mm-hmm. but I think we always kept the positioning and the differentiation as a key strategic point at Happn. Yeah. Because we are living in an industry, our industry is so competitive, that the main risk that you have when you are a CEO or when you are driving your business is to look at your competitor, and the biggest risk is to do the same than your successful competitor. But that's the biggest mistakes that we didn't want to do. Yeah. So that's difficult to keep difference and keep differentiation in your positioning.
Yeah, I love that. Where you are is who you are. I mean, it's part of the defining characteristics of and that brings you joy, right? People generally move to places where they're working or that bring them joy, and they're, it's one of the first three questions you generally ask people, isn't it? Where are you based? Where are you
But
at?
isn't real to say that
Yeah, I love
where
that. Yeah,
where you go is who you are.
yeah, really, absolutely. I think so.
So that's
That's-
what's happening in the real life.
yeah.
And as Happn is really the dating app that promote and real life. That was the best way to continue developing on our differentiation and DNA,
Mhm.
keeping the product consistent and the promise consistent, and not, I would say, not going on other different features that are really sexy that
Mhm.
we like a lot, but that's not Happn.
Yeah.
That was not
Are you
Happn.
seeing? Are you seeing much? It seems like the world is moving in the direction of IRL. You know, people seem to be a little bit more
Yeah.
interested in breaking away from the computer and doing things in real life. And it seems like you're situated quite nicely for that. So, how's that show in your? Are you seeing some growth around that and more like user enthusiasm around that particular feature, like showing people,
Yeah.
giving
Yeah.
people the location aspect?
Yeah. But Mark, I think that every app cannot promote real life experience.
Yeah.
That's not true. That's not true. And that's the biggest mistakes, because I think we have great apps focusing on different positioning with main features that are really strong.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that there is not so much app that could, how do you say, advocate in real life dates, because you have to serve the promise.
Yeah.
So if you are an 100% online dating app, you cannot say that you are going to bring people to real life experience. That's not true.
Yeah.
However, if you are Happn, all start in real life, that's consistent, and we serve the promise. If you are a Breeze, for example, or Time Left, you bring people around the table in a dinner, and that's bring real life experience. And that's okay, because that's that's consistent with your vision and your mission.
Mm-hmm.
But when
And
you're
you've
an app,
kind of enhanced the product towards this with a perfect date, for example. That's a feature that allows people to find suitable date venues. So you've kind of embedded into location with that particular.
yeah, and that this feature is really interesting, because we wanted, we've talked about AI,
Mhm.
and I was like, oh my God, if I don't have AI in the app, we are going to miss something, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that it's not the dating market. This is not a focus of dating market. That's the biggest issue of all companies today, not
Yeah.
only dating sector. And at a certain time, I was saying, okay, how are we going to do AI just because that's the moment to do it or to use it?
Mhm.
To be honest, most of dating app have already used AI for most of like the 10 years.
Trust and
10 years.
safety. Yeah.
Yeah, because we were using for matching, for our algorithm for matching, for safety also, because it helps to fight against scams and frauds profile. So we already use AI since 10 years now. It's not something new. What is new in terms of AI is bringing a feature to users built with AI. So we knew using AI, I would say, in the back office, but we at Happn, we didn't have any features built with AI
Yeah.
for users. So we wanted to build something new, but what is useful for the users. If it was not useful for the users, I think it was a big mistake to lose money and invest in AI just because we have to have something AI in the app.
Gotcha.
That's also the mistake that we didn't want to do.
Well,
And
AI
that's
is
why
fantastic for
perfect date
yeah
perfect
travel and
date is really born with one issue.
yeah.
A issue that is it's a issue related to the post-match experience, not the prior match. I think that most of dating app today knows how to match to make user matching. Okay, so matching is an easy topic for everyone today, I think. But the post crush, which is how we can help the users and the singles to go on date.
Yeah.
how we can coach users in their couple life, how we can help to planify a date, for example, or what is the experience post match experience, what we call that happen post crush experience.
Yeah.
Is an area that's of nowhere. I mean, we never invested in this part of the experience, and what we said is, okay, let's try to use AI to solve a problem. What is the problem of people after the match, after the crush? They don't know where to go on date. They don't planify a date.
Yeah.
That's very difficult. So we said, okay, there is an issue that we want to solve. And then we launched Perfect Date to help the users to find the 4 or 5 best perfect spots where you go, based on your profile and the profile of your crush.
I see.
So it's not only a feature based on my preference, my profile. It's taking into consideration my profile, what I like to go, where I like to go, and also the profile of the crush.
Great.
So it means that with AI, we could use AI to match those people and find the best 5 places to go on dates.
Yeah.
And then this feature is bringing back users to real life. That serves the mission of Happn, which is bringing people in the real life. And because it serves our mission, then it is useful, then it's smart dating.
Yeah.
That's why we have built this feature.
Do you also kind of have feedback on locations and kind of, I love that you're looking at the individual, looking at the person preferences that they're interested in dating. Do you also look at other people like them, see where they've dated and had a good experience, a good date in the past?
Yeah, that's the social, I would say, social part of the feature that we want to build in the future.
Right.
It's how we can get the feedbacks of other users to see if the places were good, was safe, if the cocktail was good there, if the mood of the place was good. So it's the social part that we want to build in the future, which is the social dating part that we want to build in the future, and we are still working on it to find the right way to do it, because we think that today the dating is really one-to-one relationship on Happn.
Yeah.
And something missing, I think, is really the many-to-many interaction that does not exist on our product and that we would like to develop. But it's not easy to do that. So we are still trying to use the spots, the feature, the places, the geolocation, thing to serve the mission, but not only on a one-to-one relationship, but one-to-many.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I could see how that would improve the efficacy of the date. They're probably going to have a better date because it's a better pairing with the venue. But also, you elongate the paid relationship because they'll stick around longer to just get more similar quality dates. So, very interesting. Now, you had a plan when you came on board in 2021 called Smart Dating Plan. Can you tell us about the plan? How did it go?
You have time?
What have we got? Oh, crap.
Yeah, it was because it was a big plan.
Okay, a synopsis perhaps.
So let's try to share my experience during these 3-4 years. I think the big moves that we have made are on 3-4 aspects.
Yeah.
The first one was the product. So when I became CEO, I felt that the product was not anymore attractive in terms of brand identity.
Yeah.
So the first big move we have made in the product was to make Happn attractive again, make Happn modern. And I felt that the color that we were using, blue and white, was not reflecting the dating experience that we were offering to the users. So we have really taken a big risk, because it was a risk to change the color, to change the logo, the trademarks, and the brand identity. Because when you have built a business with in 10 years with a certain identity, it's a kind of risk to do that. But at the same time, we were looking like a kind of, our users were like new generation were coming on the product. So the identity and the design of the app were no more fitting what the markets were 10 years before, what was happened 10 years before. So we said, okay, let's do the move and let's make it happen.
Yeah.
So let's make it more modern, trendy, more colorful. And that's the first move that we have made. I think that after 3 years, we like the rebranding that we have done. We feel very connected with our new identity. The creative team is working much more creative with the new identity, because the blue and the white was very limited. Like it was really technology. The blue and white is really for technology apps, like a LinkedIn, Waze is blue, LinkedIn is blue. So it was not reflecting what we were exactly. So now, 3 years after, I can say that it was a good decision. It was a good decision because we feel more, we feel more confident, and we have more creative opportunity to do our creative brands, marketing, the brand creative, the content, the video, all the content that we are doing is now more bold. So that was the first decision. Then the second was to strengthen the local experience, but I already talked about this. Was keeping investing in our main differentiation. So that was also difficult, because sometimes you feel like because your competitors are doing better than you should do the same. So it is very hard to keep the company focused. But the experience shows that you can have so many dating app in the market, that we see that our users are using probably Tinder, but they're always using Happn as a complementary experience, because that's not the same experience and that's not the same users. Because the people that you look on Happn are the people you cross paths in your daily life. So it's really personalized to you. If you use Tinder, if we are in the same area, we will see the same profile. Because we are in the same location. So we continue to invest in our local positioning and differentiation. That's on the product first. On the team. So when I became CEO, I had 120 people working for Happn. So now we are 80 people, and we are better than ever. Why? Because when you resize your team, you keep your talents, and you take the decision to keep the talent, and then you take the decision to make sure that there is no different intermediary or too much managers in the company, and ensure that your vision, strategy, and execution are totally aligned. Even with less people, we are more productive today, because we are totally aligned in the mission, vision, strategy, execution is perfectly aligned. Every quarter, we meet the full company to make sure that are we still aligned with the strategy, the mission, and where we want to go. And I'm doing this with the right people.
Yeah.
So it means that I have a smaller team, but the team is sharing the vision. And when you share the vision and you keep making sure that there is no gap between your vision, your strategy, and the execution, then you can have an impact. So that was really key also this last years.
Great.
And the last one,
Okay.
interesting also, on the business model, the smart dating was also an idea of doing things in the right way. So it means that in terms of monetization, we have decided to keep the good price for our users to make sure that Happn is accessible. Because we prefer to have more people using the app than having less people just paying in the app. So we run all time pricing A/B tests to make sure that we have the good price at the right moment. So we do it very regularly in each of our markets. And the idea behind that is to make sure that our product is accessible to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also help us to ensure that we are not too expensive, but we are not also too low in terms of price. And what does it mean? It means that I am totally against the 2 days subscription plan.
The
Because
trial or the short term?
very, very short term, almost in-app purchase.
Okay.
I'm really against this because
Yeah.
I feel that this kind of 2 days, 1 week that now is in the market is a big mistake for our industry. Because our business is a freemium business and it's based on subscription plan plus in-app purchase.
Yeah.
Today, the market has shifted this to in-app purchase almost, because for me, a 1 week plan or a 2 days plan for me is a kind of in-app purchase. So we are shifting this in the market, and I think that's a big mistake of the industry.
Yeah, there's been some gravitation recently towards short-termers, and it does change the feel of an app. Yeah.
It brings the price very low.
Yeah.
For an experience that is a value.
Yeah.
And then we are killing the market by doing this. That's my personal position. Sorry about that. But that's my personal position, that I think that's what we bring to the user is having value, is a value. So we need to make sure that we have the good price in front of this value, and also shift to frustration and limitation, which is actually our also business model based on limitation and frustration, to shift this to value added feature. Mm-hmm. Instead of just asking users to pay based on frustration. I think like the industry has to shift a bit on this and give more free experience if we don't want to lose the single trust.
Yeah. Congratulations, Karima. HelloGroup has bought Happn recently.
Yeah.
Sounds like now HelloGroup, for those who don't know, HelloGroup run Momo and Tantan, and HelloGroup in general is the quickest. It was the fastest company to get to $1 billion revenue in history, a fastest dating company, that is. So they've got a very interesting model, of course, with Momo. It's one-to-many video. It's part of the inspiration for Meet Me. And of course, Tantan then is kind of we can call it the Tinder of China, shall we say? So HelloGroup is based in China. They bought Happn.
Yeah.
Are you the hinge of HelloGroup?
Of course, that's my ambition, of course.
Okay, good. I thought that might be the case. Can you tell us more? Why HelloGroup?
Well, I think that's how we experienced this process. I think the best word is it was a crush.
Yeah.
And it was a crush for different reasons. You know, I met a lot of players, of course, and not only now. You know me since a long time now. You know that I'm talking to a lot of players, and I'm hyper connected to the market. And the HelloGroup opportunity, I think, was really a crush on different sides. And it was really natural. So we didn't force anything. It was really natural. I talked to many players, but when you talk to many players, when you move forward in your process, mm-hmm. you feel the perfect crush. It's like when you date and you try to find your perfect partner. You are dating many partners probably, and then when you move in your dating experience, then you know which one is the good one. That was exactly the similar experience. So the why is, first, we felt that the geographic synergy was really interesting to build. Mm-hmm. So HelloGroup wants to invest in growth, and they want to build the future of dating. And I think that's in the actual context, which is not an easy context the market is facing a lot of difficulties. It was interesting to see that geographic synergies was really relevant, as Happn is really strong in Europe, mm-hmm. is really strong in Latin America.
Yeah.
and HelloGroup is really strong in Asia.
Mhm.
So the synergy was really relevant, because then the group is now having good position in Asia, Europe, and Latin America.
Gotcha.
So I think that was the first reason, was the geographic synergies. And it was really interesting to look at an actor, a player, what was not in your geographies, because that's the synergy that we wanted to invest in.
Mhm.
The
Yeah.
second reason was the product, because HelloGroup is really good in social apps. So Momo, I don't want to say it's a dating app, because first, when you use the product, I would say it's a social app.
Yeah.
Even if people are dating after first experience, the use of the product is really social, you know, and they have a strong experience in social, and we have a strong experience in dating. And as I told you, what is interesting for me to build in the future is the social dating. How can I bring into the product more social feature that will help to build many experience, as I don't know how to do it, but they know how to do it. So it really a synergy in terms of product experience. And as we know very well the dating industry, I think that's also a skills that we bring to the group.
Yeah. That seems like a wonderful fit.
Yeah, and the last one, where I would say more the people, it was really natural when we met the team. In terms of value and culture, we felt like we are already part of the family.
Great.
And I think that Happn, and the culture of the company.
Mhm.
We are very close. We are a small company. So we felt like very natural when we met the team. So it was really, I would say, a natural synergy in terms of people. People in the team, sharing knowledge. So they are very strong in terms of dating and social experience. And we felt it's really natural. So the three reason has bring to a crush.
Great. That sounds like
And it was not my first, the life. It was not my first. I would never thought that Happn would be part of HelloGroup.
yeah.
It's not the first idea you think, because you feel, as a French company, you feel you are going to find a synergy with European or US. But I think that now the world is moving and we have to be more open. Dating is not only in the US. The world is big, and we need to find a new way to grow.
Yeah.
And I think that's maybe more creative than just US
Mhm.
only. So
On that point, do you think you'll be moving towards the US more? Get a bit of a stronger footing in the US?
Sorry?
Do you think Happn will make more of a move on the USA market?
I think our first priority is to be stronger in Europe.
Yeah.
Because on the other side, I don't want to talk on behalf of HelloGroup, but the strategy of HelloGroup is also to build growth outside of Asia.
Yeah.
So our first strategy is really to be stronger in Europe, which is actually our domestic area. Then to build synergies with HelloGroup in Asia. That's our first focus.
Gotcha. Great. So shall we say 1 year's time? We're talking in 1 year's time. Where will Happn be in 1 year?
Well, that's a good question. I think that's my focus for next year to share with you. So it's not a big strategy. It's just sharing my experience. I feel like something is missing to grow and to become bigger. It's the localization.
Mm-hmm.
We are in India, in Turkey, in France, in Nordics country, Latin America. We are a global dating app. And I think that sometimes I feel like we don't understand our users.
Mm-hmm.
We don't understand singles in the different country we operate.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because we are based in Paris, because we are European. And even if I have a international team here in Paris, I feel we are not connected enough with singles in our different country. So I would say my main challenge in the future will be to localize better my product, is really the product market fit with my audience, because I feel like now it's not enough to be a global dating app. We need to go to move forward and go deeper with our audience. We were talking I had just had a discussion, very interesting, with the owner of Malaysian dating app. And the conversation was really interesting because he was telling me that the app were using a companion, because the target audience of this app were the Muslim.
Yeah.
And I felt it is really interesting because we don't understand the culture in the different country. And that's a big gap. I mean, you can have a lot of money, and we see that our main competitors based are spending a lot of money in India, for example, but it doesn't make the scale.
Yeah.
Because we don't understand the Indian singles. So the culture, localization, product market fit will be a very big challenge for Happn in the next months.
Great. Okay. I got some questions for you. I'm going to take two questions from the audience.
Okay.
So we've got a couple have been bubbled up. They've all been, two questions have been bubbled up, both from Asgeir. So folks, if you want to see different questions, and now's the time to vote, I'm going to take the top two votes. So Asgeir asks, what did the HelloGroup acquisition process look like from your perspective? Okay.
I think that was the most difficult one.
Yeah.
But the most interesting one. Because very strong people in front of you, no bullshit.
Yeah.
Interesting to understand your strategy in the future, the team, and your potential.
Uh-huh.
So it was not just analyzing our figures, like you are doing EBITDA and revenue. What was really interesting is they were looking about the team who is going to build the future. They were looking about the potential. Even if you don't do big revenue, if you trust in your product and you show that there is a big potential, then that was really interesting also. So the process was hard, I have to be honest. A lot of work and a lot of questions, but it was always the good question. So it was always relevant. It was not like a bullshit question.
Yeah.
Just curiosity.
Yeah.
That's the best process I run ever in the different discussion I had.
Yeah. At the end of the day, you got to work together. So it's important to have a cultural fit and feel you're going to get on for the long term. So yeah, I've seen deals not look so good on the other side because of that cultural fit. So it's very, very wise to make sure that's a good fit. So it's great to see you lead with that.
Yeah, I understand, but in a certain way, Happn is already an international company.
Yeah.
We have 20 nationalities here. So we used to talk to people around the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it works because we are just authentic. We don't bullshit people. We just go straight away and share our knowledge, our expertise. So whatever the country you are, if you are, how can I say, it's not authentic, but it's like not it's like building and sharing where you want to go.
Yeah.
Without bullshit.
Yeah.
Sorry to say this like
no, it's good. That's fine. No, it makes a good strategic fit from both perspectives. That completely makes sense. Asgeir's got another question. It's been voted up. He's winning here. Three votes. Which attributes have had an impact on the acquisition price? And of course, he's got to ask, and we'd love to know, and we're not going to share this video. We'll tell anybody else. Also, he says, can you disclose the amount?
I will not.
Okay. I thought you might say that.
I will not, but what can
How about
I
the
say?
multiple of...
It was really good.
Okay.
So to answer this question, my previous shareholders are happy.
Okay, good. All right, great.
That's an answer.
Yeah.
The attribute. So it's what I said. Of course, revenue and EBITDA is really the multiple that are interesting to look at.
Yeah.
But we also priced the strategy of growth, the vision, and the team. So this is what I said. It was not only just looking at figures and put a multiple on that. It was really how we see the future together.
Mm-hmm.
how we can help them in Asia or
Yeah.
other country, and how the group can help Happn to do better and to be bigger.
Yeah.
And so for that, you have to really believe in your product, believe in your vision and where you want to go. So you have to
Yes.
be confident on where you want to go, because you can price this also.
Gotcha. Great. Well, congratulations. We're all rooting for you. That's a fantastic move, and all eyes on. I think we're very, very interested to see how it goes. So, Karima, you're the CEO of Happn. Thank you very much for your time.